welcome to Let's Play Gran Turismo 3, episode 20. Alright, so we have some money in our pocket, but I still don't think I have enough money for the tuning I need to get on with the Beetle Cup, so I think I'm gonna get on with the other event that I was planning on doing, and that is the race for Turbo Sports models. And so, judging by what I've seen on the GT fandom page, it looks pretty easy compared to what cars I have, but obviously, to any of you who are thinking I'm going to use the Impreza Rally Car prototype, that would be a no, because that would just make it too easy. And the reason why I say that is, well, because I dare to challenge myself, so Impreza Rally Car, that's a no-no. I also thought about using my Evo 7, but obviously, I would imagine because it has over 300 horsepower, obviously, that too will probably make it too easy, so I'm not going to use either of those. I could also use the Silvia S13, but well, I have a feeling I'll just have to spend some money for the tuning, and well, obviously, I don't want to do that, so I think the car I'm going to use instead is my Evo 4. And don't really think I need to do any tuning to this thing from what I've seen, and hopefully, if it's possible, this will be a clean sweep. Although, regardless of knowing if I'll win at test course or not, that remains to be seen. Meanwhile, the other races we have here are Midfield Raceway Reverse and Special Stage Route 11. So this could probably get interesting, but as of which, it says turbo only, 5 grand if we can win each of these races, and I'm hoping that obviously I won't need to do too much tuning to this thing, judging by what I've seen. Well, unless the 3000 GT shows up, then obviously, yeah, I might need to do some tuning, but anyways, I should be able to beat the field here, because we have a Skyline GTS-T R32 with a Silvia S13, a 200SX, a Fiat Coupe Turbo Plus, and an Audi TT. And also, what I'm going to do as well, obviously going to turn off the driver aids because I don't need those, and yeah, let's get on with this. And hopefully I can probably win this with relative ease. There's no way I can win lots of it. I just made contact with the S13. But anyways, as I expected, I'm already off to pretty much a flying start at this point. Even though I am hopeful that in a way this is probably all I would need. Meanwhile, as I expected, of course, I am dominating the first race. The reason why I did that as well, because I dared to be tuned. So, yeah. Even though I am still sliding around a lot. But meanwhile, further back, there is a group of cars that are dicing it out for second. As this time it is the S13 that moves up into the second position. And obviously, I have a feeling for test course that I'll probably need to purchase myself the customizable transmission so that I've got enough speed to fend off from this AI, because I would imagine speed probably will be a problem unless I purchase that, particular transmission. And so obviously that is of course something I'm willing to, consider. Because I want to. Meanwhile, I'm now 4.5 seconds clear of the S13, which means of course that I've definitely made an OP choice, just because I prefer to be cheap, and oddly enough, cheapness has actually paid off. And all I can really say about the performance of this race as well, I was flawless. Literally, as soon as I took the lead at the start of the first lap, I was just literally flawless. And also, I won that race by over 4 seconds in beginner league standards. That's almost impossible considering how strong rubber banding is. And meanwhile, the Skyline was 3rd, then it was the 200SX in 4th, followed by the Fiat in 5th, and then at the back it was the Audi. And don't think I'll save the replay because I already have a replay saved in midfield. And before we head over to test course, I know I probably don't need this, but obviously, because I fear for the worst, obviously, I'm gonna get the transmission just in case. And that's about it. So, let's see how we go for test course. In what I believe is also for only the second time in this game that we have officially raced at test course. And just as I feared, we do have the 3000 GT here. So this could be a challenge, as I feared it would be. But obviously, I do come prepared, and that's exactly where this comes in, so doing that, and I'm also gonna adjust the gearing as well, because yeah. Okay, that should be enough speed to hopefully get me to the win, but we'll just wait and see. Anyways, it's time for race 2, and where for only the second time in this game, we are racing at test course. Let's see how terrible this goes, considering obviously this will be pretty fucking terrible from what I can make out. But obviously, I came prepared for this situation, just in case. And not just because I fear for the worst. And just as I expected, the 3000 GT has taken the lead. Unfortunately for me at least, I have just the transmission I need to win the test course. Unfortunately for me at least, unlike with the other transmission, this one is a 6-speed. So I should have done enough tuning to win here at test course, because I'm pretty certain I have the speed now to prove it. Or at least enough of the speed to prove it. So I just figured I would come prepared. officially I am pretty much at a clear advantage at the moment over the 3000 GT, because I figured I was needing to be smart, and in this instance, for once in my life, I was smart. Put on the fully customizable transmission. And I might have given myself a little bit too much speed. Transmission, but obviously, because of how low the top speed is with this car, obviously that is the main reason why I put on the transmission, because I feared that was going to be the case. But anyways, I'm here. I'm willing to fight for victory under whatever circumstances may arise, and hopefully the circumstances will become successful. Even though at the moment I'm not extending by too much over the 3000 GT, because these AI are keeping up with me pretty well. And I am now 2.4 seconds clear. So these AI are closing in slightly, but they aren't really closing in by that much compared to where I am. Although this still doesn't change the fact on how much I absolutely hate test course in this game, because if there's any course in this game which I hate more than complex string, it has to be test course, because I'm basically just going flat out on shitty oval for like 2 full laps, and obviously this is exactly what I'm about. I still hate this course regardless of what happens, but I think the margin at this point is pretty much, stabilised. So, not extending by too much through the bankings, but obviously certainly proving why exactly it's important to have a racing transmission ready for just these sorts of circumstances. And obviously, I really cannot afford to bottle this up to this point, because if I make one mistake at this point, then this race could easily be a loss. I am very much aware of how I could easily lose this race if I bottle it, and I'm hoping that doesn't happen. Considering obviously at the moment I'm literally running the Richard Petty line as is everyone else. Just literally running up against the wall on these high banks. Just basically motoring along, and oh shit, I touched the wall. And officially I am now heading up to victory! And I won by 2.4 seconds over the 3000 GT. Then it was the 200SX in third, followed by the Silvia fourth, the TT was fifth, and then at the back it was the Fiat by 5.8 seconds. So pretty close race overall between me and these AI. Didn't really win by that much, and officially that is the second race done. Now we can move on to the final race of the race for Turbo Sports models, which takes place at Route 11. And where officially, from this point, I don't think I need my transmission on anymore, so I'm going to remove that. Oh, yeah. Hold on. Just let me remove this, and officially it is now time for the final race of the race for Turbo Sports models in the Beginner League. As of which, we're returning to Route 11. Time to dominate once again. Because I would imagine that is exactly what it is I'm going to do. Easily. And already, I'm not paying attention. Meanwhile, I am officially up into the 3rd position, and already I got squeezed out. And braking slightly so I don't bottle this, and I'm hoping this will not be the same as with the 3rd race of the previous event I did. Well, obviously, I lost that event 2 times because of that, the tuning, but I'm hoping this will not be the same story. Considering, obviously, compared to these AI, I do have an OP car. Overpowered, I should say. Because that is precisely what this thing is. Yeah, this thing is just weaving at the moment. I think I've got it under control now. As I'm just moving my microphone closer to my lips. But officially, I am now closing in on the leader. Because I'm managing to get stronger acceleration. So, closing in on the leader as he runs very wide through that hairpin. And officially, I'm now up into the lead. Even though I am having to fight for it at the moment. Because, well, that's what I come to expect. Anyways, I am up into the lead. And officially, at the end of the first lap, this looks like the point in where I shall stay in the lead. So here we are, coming up to the end of the first lap and starting the 2nd lap here at Route 11. And where officially, at the moment, I am not extending by as much as I thought I was going to be extending by, because I am only 1.3 seconds clear of the Skyline GTS at the moment. The reason why I say GTS is because, well, that's the 2-wheel drive model, not the 4-wheel drive. And anyways, heading up to these 2 hairpin turns now. Obviously, this version of Route 11 is better than the previous version, because at the very least, I can actually see where I'm going now. This version, considering all the way up there is basically the old Route 11, which basically has a death chicane, basically. At least in the bus stop section it has a death chicane, basically. But officially, I am of course here at Route 11 and very much en route to victory, as I expected myself to be. But obviously, these AI do have tuning on now, so obviously this will not be as dominant of a victory as the previous one was, I don't think. And I should probably close my window, because I'm hearing disturbances in the air, and I'm pretty certain those are voices I cannot cancel. I should probably shut my window in a minute, because it is starting to annoy me a little bit. Meanwhile, up to the final corner here at Route 11, reverse, and officially Sorry, this is not Route 11. Yeah, my mistake. And officially, it is a clean sweep in the race for Turbo Sports models. So there we go. I won by 2 seconds over the Skyline GTS. Then it was the 200SX in third, followed by the Silvia S13 in fourth. The Fiat was fifth, and then at the back it was once again the Audi. So there we go. And officially we win 5 grand, and there we go. And also furthermore, I'm now going to save this replay. And hopefully I should now have enough money to get through the Beetle Cup. But there we go. That was the race for Turbo Sports models, and the car we win is... well, we win a Daihatsu. The Daihatsu TR-XX. Even though this is the Quarry, but yeah. This is our prize car, a Daihatsu Quarry TR-XX. So there we go. 2 events are down, and hopefully I should now have enough money for the Beetle Cup. And officially this is our prize car, a Daihatsu Quarry TR-XX Avanzato. Ah. And excuse me for just a second whilst you are staring into the eyes of the Daihatsu. Yeah, apologies for that. I literally had to shut my window because I just wasn't going to withstand the shouting much longer. But there we go. That's our prize car. A Daihatsu Quarry TR-XX Avanzato R. And at the completion of that, we are now 18.1% complete. And officially we have 45 race wins in 54 starts. And next time we shall be doing the Beetle Cup. So with that, stay tuned for more of GT3 shit.